I have been very blessed to have a fast track towards taking my life seriously, and that was through a near-death experience. I fell off a 4-story building and was paralyzed.
My background and my core is environmental science and green design. My art and sculpture is to connect people to their environment, to see that this world is filled with magic, and also like our trash is filled with opportunity.
For me, this whole process has been a larger understanding of like what is waste, not even from a physical perspective, but also like what else are we just throwing away, like mentally, physically, and not thinking about and not digging deep into, because all of these things carry some sort of weight, emotional weight, like physical weight, and we're not dealing with them. We're not learning how to transform this into something more positive.
Building large-scale art was my physical therapy. It's how I learned how to walk again. When you go through something like that, it has this really powerful effect of time and responsibility. These are just very complicated ways for me to say thank you to our ancestors, to these animals, to the land.
Ethyl is the name of the whale because she's made with polyethylene, which is what plastic is made of. So in short, we call her Ethyl. It's a great endearing name for her.
Building this whale has been powerful because it questioned me and my own, responsibility to how I purchase things and use things in my everyday life. But it was a sad path in learning like how destructive we humans are being on the planet, and it's much more than I ever imagined.
Only 9% of plastic is actually recycled, so when you're putting your dirty plastic in a bin, it mostly ends up in a landfill.
And then really what we're doing is packing it up into these really big bales of plastic and then shipping them off seas where somebody else can deal with it. And when you ask the heads of a lot of these ecology centers, like what happens when you ship it someplace else, they have no clue.
The plastic is made out of oil. I think it's really important to remember that it pollutes from the day of conception. It's not just polluting when it's thrown away, but it's polluting all the way from the source. So when you drill the oil for plastic, you're polluting communities, you're polluting people, you're polluting rivers, you're polluting streams.
It's a life-size 82-foot whale. It's made of over 5,000 pounds of recycled trash. And the weight of a blue whale is dumped into the ocean every 9 minutes, which is about 300,000 pounds, which is a staggering statistic.
Here's a way that you can make a tangible product that is, one, a brick, and it's not going to fly everywhere and go into the ecosystem. Two, can be used for stuff like decking, for siding, for all kinds of industrial purposes, and already is.
In the far end of the spectrum, I really enjoy this idea that we're going to be mining our landfills soon, because we're going to find how useful this stuff really is, and if we give it our time and attention, we can hopefully transform it into something that will really serve us as opposed to destroy us. Interesting to find out that some of the largest oil reserves in the United States have recently been found under New Mexico. What originally was like, oh, I wonder why a whale has business in New Mexico, suddenly became a much more interesting story.